Mark Parker, the chairman and CEO of Nike, one of the world's most innovative companies, has recently said that the commitment to great design and to innovation, that's really at the core of successful business. And it's the prerequisite to realize your great potential as a company. But to live up to and fulfill what Mark is talking about here, enabling innovation must be a core competency that's developed and practiced by every person in your organization.
So what can you do to transform the way your organization innovates and to enable your people to innovate to their highest potential? Put another way, what can you do to equip your organization with the power it needs to successfully innovate its future?
And that means to meet increasing customer demands for innovative solutions, to enhance the profitability and quality and productivity of your teams, to create and manage new knowledge across your organization, to provide innovative human resource solutions that actually attract and retain your top talent. It means to navigate the complexities of strategy and culture and business models, and also to exceed the expectations of all your stakeholders, and all on the basis of good character and healthy values.
There are 4 essential roles that you as a leader can play to enable innovation across your organization. The first role is to be a practitioner and a role model of what it means to be innovative, to think innovatively, and to act innovatively in your everyday work. That's someone who knows how to turbocharge innovative thinking by becoming versatile in a wide diversity of approaches. It's also someone who knows how to practice the art, the human side, as well as the discipline of a robust innovation process that can be used across functions, cultures, and stakeholders. And it's someone who can apply both innovative thinking and the innovation process to develop business strategies, to lead changes, and to drive business growth.
That means someone like Mark Parker, the chairman and CEO of Nike, who has been dubbed recently as the Steve Jobs of sneakers. As a practitioner, he still plays an active role in shoe design on different projects. In fact, he was one of the parts of the development team for the Air Jordan. And his innovativeness is also shown in his very sincere commitment to Nike's environmental sustainability. As a role model, Mark Parker is relentlessly inquisitive, and he asks the types of questions that other leaders can actually follow in his lead. Andy Campion, Nike's CFO and a former Disney executive, actually said what's fascinating about his use of questions is that it leaves other leaders empowered.
The second role is to be a facilitator and coach of others to support them and equip them to be innovative. That's someone who enables innovation with every person in every job every day. It's someone who establishes a common language and understanding for innovation, knowing that that's important to bring people together to co-innovate. It's also someone who guides people in how to innovate from start to finish across the boundaries of the organization, inside and out. It's also someone who promotes stretch goals and risk-taking and empowers different types of innovation.
Angela Ahrens is one of those people who's excellent at this role of coach and facilitator. She's a senior vice president at Apple Computer in charge of growing and integrating all of their retail and online businesses. Now, her innovative strategy for doing this includes having the stores play a much bigger role in their communities, such as offering training classes and career development for the underserved minorities and women. But she knew that she was going to have to get everyone's ideas in order to make this happen. So she started this process by going on a 6-month listening tour to get employees' ideas. She continued facilitating this input by launching the Share Your Ideas app, where employees could propose their improvements. And with her coaching and her commitment, retail employee satisfaction numbers are the highest they've ever been.
The third role is to be a sponsor for the climate and culture for innovation. That means to promote team synergy so the climate is strong for collaborative innovation. It means to lead and manage the factors that foster a strong culture for innovation. It also means to engage people across boundaries, both inside and outside of the organization. And most importantly, It means to strengthen the good character and values that impact what you innovate, why you innovate, and how you innovate.
Vineet Nayar is the former CEO of HCL Technologies, an IT service provider in India. And as a sponsor of their culture, he wanted to coax his employees out of their cultural bias of always deferring to senior leaders. So on the employee website, Nayar created a My Problems section where he talked about his strategic challenges and invited employees all around the organization to help him find solutions. He said, I got incredible answers. Everyone was willing to help their poor, unenlightened CEO. But further, as a sponsor, he supported a subsequent Employees First initiative that emphasized that it was management's job to support the employees who had the most direct client contact rather than the other way around. And Nayar credits this initiative in helping HCL become a multi-billion-dollar business during his tenure.
The fourth role is to be an executive that's focused on the return on innovation investment as part of business performance. That means that starts with evolving your mindset and methods to enabling innovation and how to measure that. It means to reward both achievement and new learning as valued outcomes from innovative efforts. And most importantly, to assess the organizational performance in terms of both tangible and intangible assets, both of which are needed to gain confidence that the organization can innovate its future.
As an example of this kind of executive, take the case of Janice Webb, a vice president at Motorola who ran billion-dollar businesses. And in one position, her charge was to set up the infrastructure business for mobile telecommunications in underdeveloped countries so that Motorola could sell their devices there. One time, getting the business up and profitable took over 3 years and had to overcome many, many barriers. But as an executive, she knew that the knowledge gained from that experience was a huge asset for their business. And later, in a similar underdeveloped country, a new country manager came in and created a stable business in about 1 year. Janice made sure that she rewarded not only that new country manager, but also the original country manager in the other situation who had created the knowledge necessary to accelerate her business development.
So in summary, the 4 roles for leaders to enable innovation are: number 1, being a practitioner and role model of what it means to be innovative, to think innovatively, and to act innovatively in your everyday work. Number 2, it's to be a facilitator and coach of others, to equip and support them to innovate to their highest potential. Number 3 is to be a sponsor of the culture, to make sure the culture needs what is required for it to be able to innovate its future. And number 4 is to be an executive who measures the return on innovation investment in both tangible and intangible terms. Now, each role has its own competencies, its own knowledge and skills, which are important for you as a leader to master in order to play a strategic role in enabling innovation across your organization.